She is going to be doing speech.
Hi everyone. Hi. I'm reading out the script, so bear with me. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm Bree, Madison's little sister and maid of honor. I wanted to start off by extending an enormous thank you to every single person in this room for coming together in order to celebrate Maddie and Peter's special day. It's been a long time coming, and while there have definitely been some setbacks over the last few months, it's amazing to see all of the hard work and determination that it took to plan a wedding up to my sister's standards finally come together. So again, thank you. You know, Maddie has always been someone I looked up to greatly. Growing up, I was always quite reserved and found it hard stepping out of my comfort zone. So really, it's no wonder that I regarded her so highly and envied her fearlessness and ability to easily capture the attention of the people around her with only a few words. I mean, by the age of 4, this kid was having full-out concerts in our living room, singing Britney Spears at the top of her lungs, while my dad recorded the whole thing on his clunky VHS camcorder. Like any younger sibling would, I was constantly trying to be more like my older sister and follow along in her footsteps. She wanted to join the cheering team, so did I. She auditioned for the play, I did that too. She wanted to perform a dance routine in our school talent show while wearing matching sequined outfits. I'm only slightly embarrassed to admit, but yeah, I did that too. I still remember the night Madison was set to go out with Peter for the first time. If you can believe it, she was totally unenthusiastic about it. At the time, she swore that nothing would come from the date other than a nice meal and some awkward small talk. Instead, she got the attention of a thoughtful, compassionate, and extremely hardworking man. From there, the rest was history. Now, it's true that I haven't been on this earth quite long enough to fully understand all the beauty that life has to offer, but I do know this. The complete love and adoration shared between these two people is what makes existing on this planet worthwhile, and it fills my heart with so much joy to know that my sister has finally found someone who will not only fight for her endlessly, show her just how amazing life can be when the one you love is by your side. To Maddie, first of all, you look absolutely beautiful tonight. I love you so much, and I'm very proud of everything you've accomplished and will continue to accomplish in the future. There's no one else I'd rather call my sister. To Peter, welcome to the family. Thank you for giving my sister the best years of her life and for doting on her like you do. Thank you for bringing out her glow and keeping her safe and sane, even when she feels like the world is caving in. I'm proud to finally call you my brother. So now if you guys would all join me in raising your glass, giving a toast to Maddie and Peter. This one's for you.
Let's give her another round of applause. Yes, there we go. Officer. We're now going to turn the microphone over to Dylan, the best man. I'm hearing a bunch of old boys. Dylan, you are up.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dylan Warren, and I'm an alcoholic. Sorry about that. I must have grabbed the wrong speech. All kidding aside, I would like to start off by congratulating this beautiful couple right here. You both look amazing, and I couldn't be happier for you. I would also like to thank everyone else able to join us here tonight to celebrate these amazing people. Whether you traveled from near or far or somewhere in between, I can assure you it is very much appreciated. Now, as the best man, it's my job to ensure that I roast Peter as much as possible for his speech. Sorry, what I meant to say is, it's my job to say as many nice things about Peter throughout this speech. Don't worry, Peter, there's one sentence of nice things in here. There's plenty of people in this room that have known Peter since he was a kid, but Peter and I met in 2018 when we lived in neighboring apartments in Lisbon. I caught him outside admiring the beauty of my police car. He's always been a bit jealous of it. It was very similar to the movie Step Brothers, when Vernon and Dale became best friends. Minus the bunk beds, Madison and Megan wouldn't let us. From that moment on, we were damn near inseparable. Peter and I would play Fortnite every night, or Call of Duty. If it wasn't Fortnite, it was duck hunting. If it wasn't duck hunting, we were having each other over for dinner or going out for breakfast. To make it worse, we even bought houses just down the road from each other. Peter is that type of friend that everyone wants to have. He would do anything for you. He always answers the phone. And he calls you at all random times of the day to have a chat. Some would define him as a true friend. Peter and I have a bond not only through the friendship that we have grown over the past 2 years, but also through a career that we chose. We have each other's backs through thick and thin, and nothing will change that. Peter is more than just a friend to me. He's a brother. Throughout these 2 years, I've come to learn a lot about Peter, and I'd like to share some of those things with all of you. One, he's obsessed with the show The Office. It's honestly ridiculous how many times he's watched the entire series. Two, wherever Peter goes, his camo Crocs go. He would have worn them here today if Madison would have let him. Number three, Peter loves to go duck hunting, even though he has terrible aim and rarely comes home with anything. Four, in high school, Peter was God's gift to football. He also felt the need to inform me the other day while he was diving into my pool that he's the Michael Phelps of his generation. We get it, Peter. You're athletic. Number five, Peter loves to shave his back. As you saw last night, he's growing it out. I don't know what the deal is. He also loves it when Madison gives him pedicures. I have the Snapchats to prove it. 6, he loves his whiskey, specifically Crown Royal Peach. He'll drink just about anything. Now, all these things are great and funny, but if there's one thing I learned about Peter in these 2 years, it's the unconditional love that he shows Madison. This guy is head over heels in love with this girl. I can't even get him to make a comment on another woman. Now, I didn't know Peter before he met Madison, but I feel confident in the fact that they were meant for each other. You can see it in the way he looks at her, the way he talks about her, and the way that he all around treats her. I remember the day Peter called me and told me that he wanted to go ring shopping for Madison. I had recently purchased an engagement ring for my fiance, and he wanted me to come along as he wasn't quite sure what he was looking for. He had told Madison that we were replacing their front walkway that afternoon. It was a great plan, until Ricky drove by and sent a photo to Madison of the untouched walkway. Before we went ring shopping, we discussed price and a few other details. Anyone who knows Peter knows he can be a bit cheap. But I was determined to blow his budget. And I can tell you right now, the final product did just that. There were some things that showed me how much Peter loved Madison in the moment he found that ring. And I'm sure these will carry over into their marriage. Peter wasn't afraid to get Madison what she truly deserved. He worked several overtime shifts to pay for that ring. He provided for her, the way he will for the rest of their lives. He also wasn't afraid to ask for help. Communication is key in a relationship. You need to be able to talk to each other. And sometimes you need a helping hand. No. Now, Madison, first off, you look absolutely beautiful today. I've come to know you as I have Peter in these last 2 years, and I know for a fact that the love he shows you is mutual. You treat this man like a king, and he couldn't have been more lucky to find you. I hope you knew coming into this that when you agreed to marry Peter, you also agreed to marry his friends. But that also means I am here for you no matter what. As you've seen throughout your life, being married to a police officer doesn't come without its challenges. Never be afraid to pick up that phone and ask for help. After all, I live right down the road. Congratulations to the both of you. You truly make an amazing couple. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your big day. I wish you both nothing but the best in the life you will share together. As they said in Good Will Hunting, it doesn't matter if the guy is perfect or the girl is perfect, as long as they are perfect for each other. If everyone could raise their glass for a toast. Love believes, endures, and hopes, and above all things, love never fails. Let us all raise a glass to Madison and Peter and the unfaltering love they share for each other. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. Give a round of applause. So, Ty, we'll get to